just got done installing these golf cart wheel chocks, courtesy of today's video sponsor, Page Pro Products. More on that later. For now, I want to hit the racetrack, take you guys out to Cedar Falls Motorsports Park. Pulling into the lanes here for round number 1. No time hits and almost no confidence on the starting line. You guys have had just the worst experience yesterday on the Christmas tree. Rolled off the trailer, first hit of the season, 002. Proceed to hit the tree 3 times in a row with a 1 thou spread. The catch is, it's 65, 66, and 66 on the tree. I'm completely baffled on what could be causing that. So last night ended up changing out trans brake solenoid just to change something, and we're rolling into round number 1 here. New trans brake solenoid did not change the delay box. I think the car is going to run like an 82. I'm dialed in 82. Maybe should be holding in a situation like this, but I really just, I don't know where I'm at on either end, to be honest with you. Hit the tree for 29 here. My opponent is 10. It looks like he's gonna go around me, but then decided to bail. I was actually able to grab a little bit of brake pedal here. Ended up going 82.7 on the 82. Probably would have been low dead on, so had the dial pretty right. Need to hit the tree a little harder here and see if we can gather things up. Second entry, round number 1. I'm taking 20 out of my delay box. I have never done anything like that, but I'm taking 20 out of the delay box here up against an awesome opponent. Chad Bacon is tough to get around. I'm dropping out 20 here. Gonna dial at 82, try to put it low dead on. Tried to make it tight, ended up getting behind by 3 thou. I thought I got there, but obviously I missed the target a little bit. Luckily, I ended up being 1 above 4, 3 thou behind. Had a pretty good starting line advantage. I was 002, he was 20, and pushed him out 7 thou to a breakout. So don't think I killed all that much, maybe 3 or 4 thou. I think the car would have slowed up about 100. I think a car would have run probably like an 83, low 83 there. First entry of round number 2, I'm lined up against the Crowbar, and putting on a couple of events now, I have the advantage, or maybe disadvantage, to seeing what a lot of people do from up in the tower. And Brett Crowley in this machine at Bracket Fest, I watched him put down a lot of laps, and I'm pretty sure I've never seen him worse than like 13. So I know Brett's gonna be solid on the tree here. Thinking the car might slow up a little bit at this point. Gonna try and make the finish line look as weird as I can. I think I'll have a good view of him, so I'm gonna dial this car 487. ended up squeaking an advantage on the starting line. Neither of us were stellar. Brett was 30 in this case. I was 22. Ended up catching him fairly early, and I think the fact that I was carrying a little bit here maybe induced a mistake at the finish line. I can't say for sure, but I had the room, was able to grab some brake pedal, stuck the car 009 out front, drove the car a bit to the center line there, but nonetheless, win light was on. Round number 2, entry number 2, gonna try to stick with what's working here, although the car didn't really slow up as much as I thought it was going to, so we're gonna knock the dial down from an 87 to an 86 and see if we can't get a win light on here. On my way up to the staging lanes, I noticed my camera on my roll cage was just shaking like crazy, so I kind of looked at it and boom, it snapped right off. So no side camera ankle on this lap. Lined up against another 5.0 car, so didn't really change the strategy up too much. Definitely missed the let go, ended up paying for it here. Tried to cut him loose as hard as I could at the stripe, but still ended up 6th out under to his 1th out under. Needed to be like 24 behind. Tried my best to cut him loose and was only 18 behind. But honestly, I didn't deserve to get a win light there, being 37 on the tree. Round number 3 coming up. I'm going to try and stick with what's kind of working. I'm feeling much more confident with my finish line driving than I am hitting the tree at this point. So I'm going to lock in the dial at an 87. I think the car's probably on maybe a high 84, low 85 maybe. We're going for it. Had a tight race there. His 010 to my 006. Worked on the brake pedal a little bit as I was coming up on him, and then did my best to kind of match his drop at the stripe. Killed about 7 miles per hour to go one above there. It looks like he could have been on like an 010 bulb dead on lap if he wouldn't have dropped there, but gave me a little room at the stripe. Ended up getting there by 009. Moving on with that entry. Round number 4 drew a really tough competitor here. Also got knocked out of my lane that I've been running. At this time of day, I'm thinking the car's maybe going to pick up a little bit. So plan here is to do the same thing that I've been doing, but we're going to knock the dial down to an 86. I think if the car picks up a little bit and I do what I've been doing, we should be able to land 86 is kind of the plan. Bo's a really talented driver, especially at the finish line, so I'm going to be focused on what I'm doing, not what he's doing. We're just going to try and get this thing back to 86. Definitely got treed here, my 22 to his 15. Definitely can tell I'm behind early out on the track. Tried to focus on scrubbing the right amount to go 86, and I got incredibly lucky and landed dead on 0 on this lap. Ended up 20 behind at the stripe. Bo was 13 under. So that was a big win for me against a great racer. Round number 5, we're getting to the point of the day where there's nothing but really good racers left. Another tough opponent here, Colin Estes. I'm dialing in at a 485 here. I think the car was on an 83 last time, so dial down to an 85. Colin's gonna go 513. Grabbed a little starting line advantage on this one. Colin absolutely parked the shorty right at the mile-an-hour cone. He goes dead on with an 8. I was one above. 009 out front. Was able to get the win light on this one. Again, this is another big W to get a win light on against a great racer like Colin. So, moving on. Round 6 action coming up next. But first, let me show you guys these wheel chocks that I just installed in this trailer to keep the golf cart secure and in place. You guys, I actually just had this golf cart slide over on me up against this scaffolding. This is my streaming trailer, and actually screwed up a little bit. It's not a huge deal, but it kind of did mess up the side of the golf cart just a little bit. But the boys over at Page Pro Products make an awesome product for this. This is like their universal wheel chock. It's a nice rubber piece. It actually has 4 mounting spots. I chose to just use 2, and I just kind of have it pinned into place so that I can remove it and have a clear floor if needed. I'm going to see if that works. I'm thinking just the 2 pins will be good, but if I have to, I'll add the other 2. We'll see how that goes. But keep the golf cart in place so it ain't sliding around, especially towards the back of these enclosed trailers where it's bouncing a little bit. Things sometimes shift and move, and I don't want that problem to happen again. So Page Pro Products, the sponsor of today's video. You guys go ahead and use the link down in the description, and be sure to use the discount code on the screen here. Save yourself a little bit of money at pageproproducts.com. Now check this out, there's more, a giveaway for you guys. Page Pro Products also makes these awesome aluminum shifter plus delay box mounting brackets. It even has a little extra spot for a toggle switch should you choose to have that. But this one is for the Pro Cube. They also have ones for like the Mega 450 and some different shifters and things like that. But we're going to go ahead and give this one away to one of the viewers on the channel. So all you have to do is just comment on this video, and then we'll pick one random comment later on, and we'll get this sent off to you guys. So go and check them out online. That's pageproproducts.com, and thank you to everybody over there for sponsoring this video. Good luck, man. You guys ready? Number 6 coming up. I believe the car to be on like a 483, paired up against another 495 dragster. Seem to be pulling up against a lot of 490 cars, 5.0 cars today. Gonna dial it a 485 on this lap. Again, I think it can go about an 83 and kind of stick with what's working. Gonna sting a while, you guys. That I messed that up. I messed it up pretty bad. Round 6, that's a round right before the split talk starts, and that's a terrible place to make that mistake right there, you guys. I had the guy cut in half on the tree, 13 to a 26, and his car just must have slowed up so much. I caught him so early that I'm like scrubbing. I'm thinking, oh yeah, I got this, we're looking good. And I look back forward and I'm like, man, there's a long ways to the finish line yet. And I just killed way too much momentum way too early just because I caught him so early, and end up being 7 thou behind to be 5 over. And it's stinging. It's stinging pretty bad. Did Dad lose? Yeah, it's not good. That's going to wrap up this video. Thank you guys so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. Make sure that you drop a comment on this video. Get yourself a chance to win that awesome delay box shifter mounted bracket from Page Pro Product. I will see you guys in the next one. Later. Take that out of there. You can't get it?
No.
Okay. You want to put it back down?